Franzi awaits the snap. Takes the snap, hands off to Eric Moore. Cuts to the outside.
And he gets right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 2, third down, 10.
Do get 2 yards though on the play, so now 3rd and 10. Think an obvious passing situation, right, David?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we're gonna have, you know, a passing situation, 3rd and long. Mustangs 3 wide receivers to your left. Bottom of your screen. Franzi takes the snap. And they throw it to Eric Moore, and he is stopped at the 50-yard line. Shaler read that play all the way. You know, we've seen that play work 2 weeks in a row for touchdowns, and this week, you know, Shaler was ready. They watched film, and they saw that play, and were ready to stop him.
And shut him down immediately.
Yep. Now Sean Franzi back to punt for the Mustangs, as we are under 1 minute to play in the first quarter. And snap is over Franzi's head. Franzi scrambling, and that is a bad snap for the Mustangs. It's now Shaler. Shaler takes over at the 28-yard line of on the Mustangs territory. Now Shaler with the chance to score right back. Back, another turnover there on punt. Now Signetti takes the handoff, and he bounces off a couple Mustangs.
And he is into the end zone.
And he takes it to the end zone.
Like this, we probably heard our numbers, but it is what it is. I think we made the right decision.
And that is going to make it 7-6. Just like that, one play for Shaler, one play for Plum. And now it is.
I'm worried about our broadcast, and I saw the video, but I wasn't, you know.
Now Shaler going to attempt an extra point here and try and tie the game.
So we're good now. Yeah, I appreciate it. No, Cat.
And the kick is up, and it is good. Riley Douglas hits the extra point, and that makes the score Mustang 7, Shaler 7. You know, on that play, it's you know, tough to see, you know, who was there to make the tackle, but it looked like the Mustangs, you know, got a little lax on defense and just, you know, let them, you know, walk in.
That was terrible tackling.
Yeah, it was not great tackling there for the Mustangs, and, you know, I think the Mustangs will be able to get back in this game here. I mean, we've seen it time and time again with the Mustangs, just, you know, getting those one-play touchdowns, and I think the Mustangs, you know, relying more on the run game, you know, would be, you know, a better option for the Mustangs now, as Douglas ready to kick off for the Titans. Squib kick, and that kick is out of bounds.
Douglas kick goes out of bounds.
Ball now on the 35-yard line for the Mustangs. Now if you're the Mustangs, good field position, 33 seconds. Get Eric Moore, get Nick Odom, and get them back going in the run game. Now we have Mr. Brat joining us on the headset again.
Sorry, we had technical difficulties. The score stripe, which was on the bottom, I just happened to check the feed. I saw the video. I wasn't even paying attention to the stripe, so we had to pull down the live stream and put it back on. So slight technical difficulties, but we're good to go.
Nick Odom takes the handoff, and he cuts to the outside.
Turns the corner.
gets the first down for the Mustangs.
Missed the big bus Odom on the carry. Knocked out of bounds on number 88.
Big time running there for Nick Godum, who we've seen these first couple weeks, him and Eric Moore take it to the outside and get those first downs. .24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mustangs 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Shaler loads the box on defense. Cabrero in motion.
Oh, right up the middle. There goes Eric again. And you know what? There seems to be a little success there as we getting ready to complete the first quarter. Eric having success early on, as they would say back in the day, just running it right up the gut.
And yeah, just run right through the trenches and get those yards. And he seems to be getting chunky yards every time he goes up the middle too. As that will be the final play of the first quarter. With the score, Mustangs 7, Shaler Titans 7. Now we have Matt Leone joining in the headset. How you doing tonight, Matt?
Oh, I'm doing great. What a great game. It tied up 7-7 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, first quarter 7-7. You know, Mustangs being able to run the ball after a turnover, and you know, Shaler also gets points off turnovers. So,
And both on the run game, so both offensive lines looking good, and see what defense can make a stop in this.
yeah,
quarter.
I mean, both are very good. You know, so far it seems the Mustangs have been able to use their run game a little bit more, having the possession more. But for Shaler, they got good field position on the mishandled punt, and they got their touchdown. Franzi hands off to Moore.
Moore on the carry.
Moore cuts the outside, brought down by number 4, Carson Pierce.
Shaler's defensive line's been looking really good, holding Eric Moore to short gains.
I mean, yeah, they've been able to hold Eric Moore in check for these last couple of plays, but for Eric Moore, just getting into the gaps and getting outside is key for Eric because they're going to load the box on him. As you can see, they only have one safety back, so they are pursuing the run actively. So Mustangs need to be able to counter that. Nick Odom takes the handoff, and he bruises for about 3 yards. It's going to be about 3rd and 6 now for the Mustangs.
3rd down 6.
And as we stated in the opening, Darian Nelson does not look like he's going to be playing on offense during this game.
Definitely, that's a big hit for the Mustangs offense. He's definitely a critical player.
Yeah, he is a critical player, being there as a receiver and running back, always in motion too for the Mustangs. Franzi rolls out, pitches it to Kay Thomas. Takes it up the middle for what appears to be a first down.
It's a very interesting play. I don't think we've seen that so far for this season from the Mustangs.
Yeah, we have not seen that type of shovel pass for the Mustangs. Titans were, actively pursuing a quarterback, and Kate Thomas came from behind and gave him a run for the first down. Now 10:07 to play in the second quarter. Franzi looking to run.
Franzi on the keeper.
Something we haven't really seen from Franzi except for the, fake handoff against Fox Chapel last week was, him running a lot. And we've seen, he has the ability.
Definitely, yeah. He has his legs to use, and he's not afraid to use them.
No, he is not afraid to use them. And, for the Mustangs, it's been, huge to have 3 rushing threats now. We saw after week 1, Nick Odom, huge rushing threat. We always have known Eric Moore to be, the lead back for the Mustangs, and, Sean Franzi being that 3rd option is huge. He takes the snap, fires downfield, nearly intercepted there by number 16, Caden Orga.
Broken up by number 16, Orga.
It's a great defensive read right there.
I mean, yeah, that's a good read there. Franzi threw it a little quick. Tongil maybe not ready for the pass, and that's something, Mustangs work on a bit, get the timing down right. We've seen early on, that timing not quite there tonight.
And especially with Nelson out, Tongo and these other receivers have to have definitely a big step up for this game.
They have to step up in this game if you're the Mustang, because, they're going to load the box, so you're going to get one-on-one coverage on the outside. This is now 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. The pass.
Complete to number 8, Napierkowski.
Pass caught there by Zach Napierkowski. He's dropped at the 20-yard line. Looks like a lot of these short passes for the Mustangs. We've seen that these past couple weeks, with these short passes, with the run game, trying to get, Eric Moore and Nick Odom some space on the inside, get him some blockers.
Definitely.
4th and 3. Sean Franzi takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Eric Moore, who gets to the outside. And Eric Moore is stopped.
You do not see that often with Eric Moore running the ball.
No, and that's number 16 again, Caden Orga with the tackle.
Turn the ball over on downs. 1st and 10, Shaler.
And I think there for the Mustangs, Eric Moore didn't have a lot of blockers to get to the outside and get some, find the hole. As now Shaler takes over at their own 23-yard line. So if you're the Mustangs, you're not giving them great field position, being down there.
Definitely.
Signetti takes the handoff. And we're going to hear his name, called a lot tonight. Signetti, the senior running back, bell cow for this team.
Along with number 19, Michael Barr.
That's a big job by this defensive line to take up blocks so that the linebackers and secondary can make those tackles for short gains.
I mean, yeah, that's huge because, for Shaler, they rely on that running game to, boost their team. And De Sabato takes the handoff and he runs to the outside. About 2 yards on the play, it looks like.
Brought down by number 26, Dom Fire.
Third and 4 now for the Titans.
3rd down, 4 for Shaler.
Mateko winks the handoff. He's looking downfield.
And they bury him in the backfield.
Big sack there by Don Byer and Nick Odom. Don Byer back there first. Nick Odom cleans up the job.
Definitely. And that was great pressure by them to get off their blocks and get down there and make the tackle.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Getting there to make the tackle forces Shaler to punt deep from their own territory.
Douglas back to punt. Moore back to receive.
And Eric Moore's lined up at the 50-yard line. That's great field position.
Yep. Kick is away by Shaler. That kick is short. Good field position for the Mustangs, being able to get it from at their own, it looks like 37-yard line.
Yeah, that hit the ground at the 39 and bounced back to go at 37.
Yeah, that bounce, favorable Mustang bounce there. And with Nelson out, Franzi may not be throwing it as much tonight as we'd like to see, Shaler obviously, up for the run. It's up to these receivers on the outside to, get some momentum and start to, and as I say that, Darian Nelson lines up at receiver here.
Wow.
Mustang's going to try to put him on the field here. Franzi takes the snap. He's looking to pass. dances in the backfield.
Frankie on the keeper. Brought down by number 10.
Looks like to get about a 4-yard gain there on the play.
And I wonder if they're going to line Nelson up but not really target him just to make this defense move around.
I mean, yeah, they might be trying to get, people out of the box to try and free up Eric Moore, Nick Odom, to try and get some running room. As we now have a running clock, 6:15 left here in the second quarter. Franzi hands off to Eric Moore, and he is stuffed at the line by a slew of Shaler defenders.
Like we were saying earlier, this Shaler defensive line's looking really well tonight.
Yeah, Shaler defensive line, Shaler linebackers, they knew the assignment coming in. They knew you have to stop Eric Moore, Nick Odom, one of the best running back duos so far this season. Third and 7 now for the Mustangs. Franzi takes the snap.
Good ball.
Pass it to Nelson. Pass a little inaccurate there.
Pick up 4th down.
4th and 7 now for the Mustangs. You see on that play, targeting Nelson, he's freed up on the right across the middle.
He's definitely going for it, guys.
Yeah, I agree. I think he is going to go for it here. 4th and 7, 34-yard line.
I mean, it's a 51-yard field goal. Could Bellino make it? Yes, it'd be close, but you're not going to punt. Goes in the end zone. You only net 14 yards. So
Mustangs going for it here. Franzi motions out to the left, to the right. Fires, and the pass is incomplete.
Franzi takes a big hit on that play.
yeah, I agree, man. He came up there a little gingerly. It seems fine though. So the Titans hold the Mustangs and will take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and for Shaler, this defense knew the assignment coming in.
Sure.
That run game has to be stopped for the Mustangs. Nick Odom, Eric Moore, that's a big focus for the Mustangs, and Shaler came in understanding that assignment.
Yeah, and now it's honestly a huge set of downs here for the Titans. I mean, they can go 3 plays and out, but they tied the score, got the ball in good field position. Let's see what they do.
Smetanka takes the snap, hands off to Signetti.
And Signetti plows through, picks up about 12.
And he's been a bell cow tonight.
Yes, and we
Shaler.
said that, you're going to see a lot of 33 tonight, and we are. So Signetti with the first down run, and Shaler's right in front of us here, right at midfield.
Yeah, they are now at the 47-yard line.
And it looked like Nelson and Nate Condis came in for the Mustang defense.
Yeah, now they're putting Nelson on defense for the Mustangs, trying to get him more into the game. Smetanka looking to pass. Pass caught by number 3, Joe DeSabato. We've been calling his name a lot tonight,
And that's such a good play for them because now, with Signetti in the backfield, 2nd and 4. I mean, the Plum's good against the run, but you don't have to pass. You can just hand the ball off to Signetti twice, and if Plum stops him, great. But if not, I like my chances with Signetti with two chances here to get a first down. Plum starts to inch in a little bit.
Yeah, and Signetti gets the handoff.
Oh, he turns it to the outside, guys.
He turns it to the outside, runs over a few Mustangs.
Yes, he just blasted someone on the sidelines. I didn't get the number, but he kept on churning up yardage for an additional 9 or 10. And Signetti and the Titans are approaching the red zone as they're right on the Mustang 30-yard line. Mustangs defense here has to take I think Plum just called a timeout, and they did kind of reset some things here. I believe that's their first.
Yeah, I think that is their first time out of the game for the Mustangs, trying to regroup.
Timeout Mustangs.
And I think stopping Signetti is going to be maybe the main focus for the Mustangs defense moving forward.
I mean, yeah, I think you have to. If you can, hold Signetti down to minimal yardage, then, you can you know, really focus on making their quarterback make some big throws downfield and beat you that way. Because, I mean, we haven't seen deep downfield passes work yet. But, you know, these short little passes turning into those big runs are going to be huge for the Mustangs to stop.
I agree.
I agree. I think this is a good timeout by the Mustangs. Shaler's obviously moved the ball here 36 yards on a handful of plays. So let's take a timeout, reset, see what happens.
And then he gets the handoff. Number 3, Jack Tongel there to make the tackle.
Good tackle by Jack. And so now, you know, now you move Shaler where you want to have Shaler. You know, 2nd and 6. Well, that's a gracious 6. I didn't think he had more than 2 yards there, but
Yeah, he was dragged down there for about a 4-yard gain.
And also, Jack Tongel's been making a lot of hits today.
yeah, Jack Tongel, we've been calling his number a lot, which is good.
Yeah, Mustangs have 3 great linebackers on defense.
Oh, Mustangs blitz.
And there's the pass complete to Brandon London.
And he just blasts through and falls forward to the. Now, see, I thought he's at the 24, and the refs mark him at the 25.
Yeah,
like he
looks
fell past. Didn't he not fall past the 25-yard line
Yeah,
with
I
the ball
believe he
extended?
did. They're going to mark him down at the 25-yard line. 3rd and 5 now for Shaler.
There's no way that was a 1-yard gain. I mean, that's how it will go in the record book, but there's no way that is a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a 1-yard gain any other time, Mr. Brott.
Agreed.
Now the Mustangs blitz. Pass incomplete to Signetti.
But let's talk about what Shaler will do here. Now we don't know about their kicker, but this is kind of weird territory here. 42-yard field goal.
I believe Shaler's going to go for it.
Yes, I agree also. So the timeout, at least right now, successful for the Mustangs as Shaler is looking at a 4th and 5, and there is just over 3 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Big down. Wait, and here comes a player running on for Shaler.
Now Shaler coaches.
Now they hit, and the 30-second clock almost went out. So Shaler uses a timeout, and obviously a good one because 4th and 5 is a little bit different than 4th and 10.
I mean, yeah, that's a huge difference for Shaler. You know, 4th and 10, you'd be in an obvious passing situation. 4th and 5, maybe you try and get a running game with Signetti up the middle. He's been proven to get 4 or 5 yards so far tonight. Both teams regroup here for 4th and 5. It's a big down here for the Mustangs to stop. You know, it's a tie game, 7-7. Almost done with the first half. You know, going into halftime, you don't want to be down to Shaler and, you know, try and claw your way back.
Definitely, and I'm interested to see what the Mustangs defense will do here because they could go over the top to their tight end or they can run it with Signetti.
I mean, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
there's options. Right, Justino?
I mean, yeah, there has to be at least an option to pass or run here if you're the Mustangs.
I think I blitz if I'm Plum, and here they come.
Pass.
Good catch. First down. Good throw. Good catch.
Pass is caught by number 16, Caden Orga. We've been calling his name on defense a lot.
Yes.
For Shaler, and he makes a big-time catch there to get them the first down.
That was a big-time throw and big-time catch. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, with the clock running here as we're approaching 2:50. I think Shaler's going to keep the ball maybe on the ground a little bit, throw maybe a nice little safe pass to keep the clock moving to drag this out until halftime.
And they will hand off to Signetti, who makes the man
move.
miss.
Whew.
And it looks like he made Nelson miss on the play there.
Yeah, and I think he has a first down, Justino.
Looks like it's actually going to be 2nd and 1.
Oh, no, yeah, he's right there, right at the, right on the yard line there. It's like 2nd and
inches.
inches. Yes.
You know, for the Mustangs, we've seen this year, you know, those quick bursts of, you know, runs for touchdowns. And, you know, for Shaler, they're taking this down to the wire. They will hand off to Signetti right up the middle.
Boy, he's just blasts his way in the end
Powers his
zone.
way, and he scores the touchdown for Shaler.
Yes, and the Titans take a 13-7 lead. The unfortunate thing with that, though, is there's still 1:53 left for the Mustangs. So Shaler, I mean, they're happy to score, but they might have scored too early. So that Mustang offense will have a chance to put some points back up, and the Mustangs get the ball to start the third quarter. So you can see a whole different chain of events here at the end of the second and beginning of third. That's no good.
The kick is up, and it does
Of course it's
through.
good. Does that, the angle here is so awful. I've done that my whole career. It looks like it's no good. So as you can see, as Nick focuses in on the scoreboard, and you can see it on the score stripe, the Titans, 14 unanswered points if they'd taken a 14-7 lead. So we'll see what the Mustangs do here to respond. And we said this Shaler team might be a little different than the Fox Chapel Foxes and the Kiski area Cavaliers. We see them. I mean, they can pass the ball efficiently. They can. Signetti's just a beast in the backfield. He's just churning up yards left and right. So it's looking like now that, you know, at least the Mustangs have a chance to do some damage with the ball. And if it's the same kicker, which I believe it is, I mean, I don't think he has a very strong leg. He's their punter also, right? 36?
Yeah, 36. Riley Douglas, punter and kicker.
So, you know, Plum should hopefully have some good field position.
And even if they just get it down into field goal range to make it 10-14 into the half.
Caden Thomas on the return.
Caden Thomas takes the kickoff over the 26-yard line.
So now the Mustangs take over, and as you can see on the stripe below, 1:47 left to go, plenty of time.
There's also a basket raffle happening down by the main gate.
Yeah, for the Mustangs, plenty of time to get, you know, a couple big plays, get Eric Moore, Nick Godin to the outside. Wouldn't be surprised also if we see, you know, some more, you know, short pass to the outside.
So now the Mustangs take over, as you can see on the stripe below, 1:47 left.
Nelson in motion. He's going to hand off to Nelson. He's going to cut it to the outside.
Flag again. That's going to make Coach Morgan just go batty here with the laundry on the field.
Yeah, it looks like that will be coming back as a hold on the Mustangs.
It was a great play and a great run by Nelson.
Sure.
Yeah, the Mustangs, you know, cleaning that up, you know, with the penalties. I mean, we saw in the first game how many touchdowns were called back. So, you know, for this game, you want to see that cleaned up a bit.
And definitely, if the offensive line can control the outside so Eric Moore and Nelson can get out there, I think it would be a big changer for this
Yeah,
game.
I agree. Now Mustangs are backed up at the 18-yard line.
And they have to get to the 38, so it's a full 1st and 20.
1st and 20 for the Mustangs.
Not how you want to start off the drive at the end of the second quarter.
Eric Moore,
Eric Moore gets the handoff, but he is stopped. Looks to be a gain, loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, Shaler might be looking here. I mean, I think each team does have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I believe
there's clock's running with a minute left. You know, might be, I mean, Shaler, I think, is content to go into halftime with the lead.
Franzi on the run looking to pass.
It's intercepted.
That pass is intercepted. Number 16, Caden Orga with the interception.
Franzi's been under pressure all night. He hasn't really had much time to pass it at all.
No, he's been, you know, out of the pocket, moving, you know, make, you know, inaccurate throws. You know, that's a tough throw there, and pass intercepted.
At the Mustang 26.
Signetti with the handoff.
Signetti on the carry.
He powers his way to the
Brought down
28-yard
by
line.
number 4, Caden Thomas.
So we are now under 40 seconds to go. Shaler
Yeah,
a little up tempo.
If you don't need them, throw them away.
Spatanka looks back to pass, and that pass is caught. Uncovered there was Caden Orga. Looked like he was wide open to make that catch.
Yeah, a lot of the receivers been open tonight.
Brought down by number 26, Don Byer.
Yeah, Don Byer with the tackle on the play.
Timeout, Shaler.
Now Shaler calls the timeout with 23 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good catch.
Announcement from our
Truly a good catch.
Attention golfers, Plum Cheer is hosting its first annual golf outing scramble for cheer on September 24th.
So now Mustang's in a situation, guys. I mean, they get the ball at the beginning of the second quarter, or beginning of the third quarter, but got to keep the Titans off the board here. And with Shaler having one more timeout, I mean, they don't have to pass. This could be a run to Signetti.
I mean, yeah, they might just hand off to Signetti. You know, they're in the red zone, 10-yard line, first and goal for Shaler. You know, if you're the Mustangs defense, you know, making, you know, a good stop here would be huge. Now Spatanka looking to throw. He's pressured. And he's going to
good play to get rid of it. Yeah, Justino, Matt, good play to get rid of that. The only downfall of that play is that it took 7 seconds. So 2nd and 10. Oof. If you run the ball here, it's probably going to, if you don't get in, I mean, the play's going to take 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds. You're getting close. You can still do it.
And the Mustangs get the ball at the start of the second half.
Correct.
So this would be a big stop for the Mustangs to try and, you know.
And the kicker we know can, I mean, they're at the 10-yard line. So, you know, we know the kicker can, you assume he can hit a 27-yard field goal. So,
yeah.
But you want to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, tackle inbound if you're the Mustangs.
Their pass.
Spatanka looks back to pass, fires the end zone. Another incomplete. So now, once again, 11 seconds left on the clock, 3rd and 10.
And I don't think you're running it here. You risk too much, you know, of getting no points. I think the Titans head coach will just tell the team, hey, you know, if you catch the ball and you're not in the end zone, you got to go down immediately.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're, you know, Shaler, you have to be smart if you're running, if you're going to run, or if you're going to pass. You know, I believe they do have a timeout.
Yeah, I think they have
to
one.
Use. Spatanka will go pressure.
And there
Touchdown.
Pass is caught. Number 3, Joe DeSabata with the touchdown catch. And that is huge for Shaler, seemingly opposite to their game last week where they were down to Hampton at the start of at the end of the first half. Now the Mustangs are down 20-7 here with 5 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting halftime speech that the coaches give to the players and Coach Morgan, because Shaler has really dominated this second quarter offensively and defensively, and they've taken a 21-7 lead with 5 seconds left into halftime. You know, nothing really you can do here if you're the Mustangs. You hope, you know, the ball gets in Eric Moore's or Nelson's hands to maybe break a kickoff back for a touchdown. If I'm Shaler, I'm squibbing it down there and not even giving him the opportunity.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even give him an opportunity to run it back. You know, with Eric Moore's speed to the outside, one play could be a big-time play, so you don't want to risk that.
And I think also if you're the Mustangs, not that you need to commit a penalty, but 5 seconds left, the ref's going to call anything. I think I would take, if I'm an up-front guy, I think I might take a liberty or two to, if I needed to spring Eric Moore or someone to hold on to that jersey a little bit longer, take advantage of something that might not be called at the end of the second quarter and something that might be called in the middle of the first.
Yeah, I agree. And now,
and there's the squib.
Squib kick. Jack Tonja receives it. to move, but he is going to be
On
stopped.
return.
And that will be it.
It was a good first half by both teams, you know. Shaler been able to put a lot of points on the board, and Mustangs were able to have that their more touchdown run.
I mean, yeah, so for the Mustangs, you know, going to be a big halftime speech by Matt Morgan in the locker room. Fire them up to try and get them going for the start of the second half. As your halftime score, Shaler Titans 21, your Mustangs 7. And now we will have Shaler's band performing on the field, followed by the Mustangs band.
Well, there's hot dog. I asked for pizza. Dave said they had just pizza.
That's great. Of course, no pizza came up.
It's either the wire or because there's so many
Yeah, I don't know.
United Marching Band.
you know. Wait, they didn't even come up here to do that. They're announcing.
Our band takes you on a journey back to the early 1960s when Beatlemania swept our nation. An English band full of cheerful wit transformed the youth of America with their innovative music and style. We open our show with a Beatles original that was inspired by a 1956 Chuck Berry hit. Here is Come Together.
Hey, Les. How did we do?
Pretty good. Although there were cheerleaders over there also canning for breast cancer awareness, so they're kind of competing with them. Okay.
Next, we feature our auxiliaries. I Saw Her Standing There has the distinction of being one of the very first Beatles songs heard in the U.S. The song is an accurate reflection of the swing and dance sound that are known for dance halls around their hometown.
I know, I filmed it.
Hot dog there. You want a hot dog? What? You want me to take one? Yeah, you can. I have one.
You all want
original Beatles song will find a
I
cover,
waited
which
in
demands
that
a Beatle
long
version
line.
already on the traditional rock body.
They're
The
all
early
like
stages
the
of songs
annoying,
for
like,
Magnus was named Daisy Hawkins. It's still a hit to this day, the exact inspiration for the 1966 hit Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, but I wasn't like. How much money would I get if I made this right now? Yeah. Oh, it's the rim!
Come here, please.
Undoubtedly, the music of the Beatles has played a transformative role in the history of popular music and culture. Let it be released in 1970 as the band's final single, since the timeless message of peace amidst times of trouble. We close out our show with a majestic Beatles single featuring soloists Grace Costantino on clarinet and Sammy Walker on tenor sax.
What's up, boys? The band is under the field direction. Drum majors Richard Surkay, Kara Yarna, dancing captain Stan Solitano, and Nora Straub, major captain Alexander Sharov, color captain Kyle Eagle, and drumline captain Shaler, captain Carol, Talia O'Hara. Band thanks you for your kind attendance this evening. So tight.
You get the hang of the camera. When it's ready to go. Going in, you know, on back spot to back spot. Whenever like I'll like say a play or something, like whenever I like say Mustang comments, just like comment about like something about the game.
Yep.
Okay. Just because, like, during the first quarter, like, real quiet. You know, like, just talking. So if you want, like, you knew that at the start. That's right. Then you can start. Yeah. Now? No, third quarter. Third quarter, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the Plum Mustang Marching Band to the field. The band is under the direction of Bethany Lloyd with assistant directors Megan Masako and Noah Kilgus. The band front is excellently coached by Jessica Clark, Danielle Meek, Laura Delvecchio, Jenny Bessa, and Sue Ellen Wiles. In our 2022 field show, Come Together, we present an exhilarating collection of our favorite Beatles classics. We'll start you off on the Magical Mystery Tour, followed by the one and only Lady Madonna to get your feet moving. Next, we get to Come Together with our title tune that's sure to get you rocking out in the stand. Then, get ready to slow things down with a mashup of Let It Be and Hey Jude. So get out your flashlights and be ready to sing along. We conclude our show today with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and to wrap things up, the end. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy as the Mustang Marching Band comes together on the field.
Eddie. Let me go to this or something. Wait till they come.
Good. She sat out the first 2 games. She strained her quad. Played against the second one. Last 25 minutes. We're going to run out and she went in. Our midfield hurts because she's the only one that stays where she's so she stays where she dominated the game. She was first place, she got the ball. She goes dance tonight.
Give it up for your Plum High School Mustang marching band.
Or were we right? Because this might.
So we were right.
I think my daughter, Carly, I think
That wasn't even funny. It was just disgusting.
Hey, Jordan was in PA coach.
Cardio, I played 2 years of college.
Yeah.
It's finished.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get out your 50-50 tickets. If you have a white ticket, do not have a chance to win. It is a light pink ticket. Oh, I don't make rules. I have the same thing. I have a white ticket. It's not. Okay, that's not very nice. That's called littering. The winner will receive $6.65. Oh, I'm sorry, $665. Can you please turn the light on? I'm low down. The winning ticket number 8, 4, 9, 1, 5, 4. The ticket again, 8, 4, 9, 1, 5, 4. If you have the winning ticket, please report to the press box.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Shaler and Plum warming up on the sidelines. So we are ready to go here in this. Mustangs ready to start the second half here. 21-7 game, for the Mustangs. Trying to get, more momentum back on their side. They received the ball to start the beginning of the second half. So, trying to start off with a bang.
Back to the football program. Thank you, Tom.
Before we get started here in the second half, we'd like to give you some stats. Luke Signetti for Shaler, 12 carries for 78 yards, and the touchdown that we saw in the first quarter. So that's
36. Douglas back to receive. Number 1, Eric Moore. Number 5, Darian.
Eric Moore and Darian Nelson back to receive.
You can see, we can't see because we have Ben on the camera now, but Eric Moore and Nelson, Darian Nelson, right?
Yeah, Darian Nelson.
Darian Nelson. They've already, instead of being at the goal line, they're already up at the 10-yard line. So, they're waiting for the shorter kick.
Darian Nelson takes it. He's gonna.
Oh, he got some speed. If he turns the corner.
He turns the corner and he gets out.
Darian Nelson.
That goes exactly
about the 49-yard line.
That goes exactly with what I was going to say before the kickoff. Is one of the main things that I think the Mustangs offense has to do is contain that outside and get control of the outside. So Eric Moore, Nelson, and Franzi, and even the short passes will be.
Yeah, I agree. The Mustangs, trying to use that run game to their advantage, and even down 21-7, that run game is explosive, can get you the big plays quick, and is able to, get you right back in the game.
There are not a lot of open doors. Like a lot of the doors were locked.
Franzi awaits the snap. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he is pummeled in the backfield there. Number 4, Carson Pierce, looks like he got there first for the sack.
Looked like, maybe it was just me, but it looked like his arms was around Franzi's neck, maybe a horse collar.
I mean, yeah, it was also, you know, miscommunication on the handoff. Looked like ball might have been going to Eric Moore, but you know,
That was definitely a high hit.
Yeah, it was a high hit. And, you know, all of a sudden the Mustangs offense has looked out of sync since the start of the second quarter. You know, with that, you know, touchdown to start, they've looked out of sync to start the second half and second quarter. They're going to hand off to Nick Odom as he is. And it looks like Shaler thinks they have the ball. And they are celebrating as if they do have the ball.
From here, you can't tell if he was down before he lost it, or...
But it does look like Shaler's going to get the ball there to start the second half.
Wow.
And just like that, the Mustangs run game gives up a fumble to start the beginning of the second half. That's huge, you know, for Shaler, you know, get the ball back. You know, for the Mustangs, you have to have a stop here on defense, you know. You need to be able to, you know. And now Signetti with the handoff. Signetti bounces to the outside, and he is taken off. And there goes Luke Signetti for the end zone. And wow, just like that.
One play.
Another touchdown for the Titans. And coming into this game, you know, seemingly pretty even, we had thought, you know, but it looks like, you know, Luke Signetti has been able to take off against the Mustangs defense so far tonight.
Yeah, and so far this season, the Mustangs haven't seen a team like this with really well passing, has a great running back, explosive running back, and a pretty solid defense.
Yeah, I think they complement each other, you know. The Mustangs, you know, haven't been able to stop the pass as well as they may have liked, but the extra point is good, but, you know, they haven't been able to stop, you know, them throwing the ball as much as, you know, they would like to, and that's been opening up the running game, you know, with only not getting enough penetration on the defensive line. They've had to rely on, you know, their linebackers to try and be forces, and right now Signetti's been taken off.
Yeah, and this Mustangs offense needs to do something on this drive, even though it's the start of the third quarter. If they don't score here and Shaler gets the ball and throws it and either gets another touchdown or a field goal, this might get out of reach for the Mustangs.
I mean, yeah, I agree. You know, 28-7, just like that. I mean, we haven't seen this from the Mustangs first 2 weeks. You know, they've been, you know, even though Fox Chapel, you know, slow start, didn't really, you know, control most of the game. But, you know, for the Mustangs, you know, after that first one against Kiski, this is a different opponent, Shaler. They came ready to play tonight. The Mustangs need to, you know, have a little wake-up call, and maybe that was the wake-up call they needed to, you know, iron things out on offense. Because that is the second turnover on offense for the Mustangs. First was on the miscue on the punt. The kick is away. Nelson takes it. And Nelson runs right up the middle. And he's still going. He will be stopped at the 45-yard line.
Nelson's definitely dangerous with the ball in his hands, and I think the Mustangs known that, and now they're going to make him a bigger part of their offense in this game.
Yeah, I agree. You know, for the Mustangs, you know, they're going to have to make Nelson a huge part of their offense because, you know, Nelson's been like, you know, one of the most impactful contributors to this team. And, you know, for the Mustangs, they haven't been able to, you know, slow down, you know, Shaler's offense. So they need a big-time drive here to get back in this game. So now Mustangs have 2 running backs in the backfield. Franzi takes a snap, a high one. And Nick Odom up the middle. And that ball is out. Another fumble. Frustration boiling over now for the Mustangs.
And you can see Odom upset.
Yeah, Nick Odom visibly upset on that play. Now with the score 28-7. Shaler back on offense. something we really haven't seen from the Mustangs. That's 2 in a row miscues. As Signetti takes the handoff to the outside. He runs over a few Mustangs.
Signetti on the carry.
And just like that, another first down for Shaler.
The Mustangs need to have a stop here if they want to have any chance of a comeback.
And I mean, we've seen through the first 2 games, those linebackers have really been key in getting the blocks, but it looks like Shaler came ready to play to block really well. And, you know, for the Mustangs, they've, you know, had to be, you know, on their toes all night long with the running back, Luke Signetti. And I think, you know, loading the box a little bit more up front may be a good idea for the Mustangs to try and, you know, counter this run game because they still only have 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah, and like we've seen it, once Signetti gets to the outside, he can run over 2 to 3 people, and then he's gone.
Smetanka there with the quarterback keeper. The 2-yard gain.
Down by Finley, along with number 56, quarterback.
Now we have a 2nd and 7 for the Titans. Yeah, and I agree. If you're the Mustangs, you know, you have to get a, you know, big time stop here. You can't let Shaler get any more momentum. You know, already up 28-7, you know, you need to be able to have a big time comeback. And a missed snap there.
Signetti on the carry.
And now Signetti gets about a 1-yard gain.
Brought down by Tom Byers, along with number 58, William Weisenbach.
Usually sometimes I fake things here. So don't worry.
The Mustangs defense needed that to give Shaler the 3rd and long.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Mustangs needed that play to make it 3rd and 7. You know, try and force the Mustangs to, you know, get a big stop here. You know, Mustangs really need a big stop here on defense. Smetanka takes the handoff. He's looking to pass. He fires downfield, and the pass is caught. Wow, number 16, Caden Orga there with the touchdown reception.
He's been open all night, making huge plays for Shaler's offense.
Yeah, I agree. Now the score 34-7. Titans. And now Douglas on to attempt the extra point. And that extra point
No good.
no good.
Looks like it was blocked or tipped.
Looked like the ball just didn't get any momentum to get up, and, you know, something the Mustangs can take advantage of here. You know, only with 8:38 left in the 3rd quarter, still time for the Mustangs to try and get something together.
Now, I wonder with the Mustangs down this much, what type of call they're going to call on offense right here.
Yeah, I agree. You know, for the Mustangs, they're going to need to get some momentum back on their side. Yeah, and if you're the Mustangs, you're going to need to try and stop Shaler as best you can here.
Douglas to kick. Nelson and Moore back to receive.
As Douglas kicks off, short kick. Nelson fields it. And he is tackled there aggressively. No call, though.
Yeah, it looks
Nelson
like
on the carry.
from here it looked like there was a hand up in the face mask, but
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think,
Flag on the play.
yeah, there is going to be a flag on the play. The referees coming together to see what the call may be.
Personal foul, face mask.
Will be a personal foul face mask on Shaler.
now with those extra yards, I wonder what the Mustangs are going to do. Are they going to go back to the run game, even though in the past 2 drives it resulted in fumbles?
I mean, I'm not sure. I think they might have to go back to the run game to try and get everything situated on offense. Sean Franzi, oh, bad snap, and he's just going to have to fall on it.
Franzi fumbled the snap.
Miscommunication all the way around there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, there's been a couple bad snaps. One right there, and then on the punt earlier.
Yeah, it seems like just an odd game for the Mustangs, one that we're not accustomed to seeing here early in the season. Franzi takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Eric Moore, and he is stuffed. This Shaler defense came to play, Matt, and they have came in fury.
There was a flag on that play. Came a little late.
Yeah, it looked like a flag after the play was over.
But I totally agree with you. This Shaler defense came, and they came ready to hit, and it shows.
Yeah, I agree. They came ready to play, and they came, you know, motivated to try and stop this Mustangs rushing attack. And now if you're the Mustangs, I think you kind of have to pass, try and get some motivation. 34-7 games, 7:48 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and this will be
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Shaler.
15-yard penalty.
more 3 yards for the Mustangs.
I mean, yeah, get those free yards any way you can to try and get yourself back in this game.
Third down.
And if Franzi does go for the pass, it's going to be a big test on the offensive line because Franzi's been under pressure all game.
Third down, 3.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Franzi's been under pressure the entire game. If you're the Mustangs, you know, 3rd and 3 here, you need to go to your bread and butter. You need to go to Eric Moore up the middle. You know, get some momentum going here. Try and get some scores together. And another flag on the play.
False start on the Mustangs.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now we have 2 penalties in a row.
5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Mustangs a little eager to try and get to their blocking assignments early. And, you know, if you're Matt Morgan, you know, you're not going to be happy about that. You know, looking at all these penalties that you see. You know, it is a young group on the offensive line, but, you know, you don't want to see those penalties continue to build up as the game goes on. Franzi takes the snap, looks downfield to throw. He's looking, and he's going to tuck and run, and that pass is...
Oh, that's...
But Franzi looks down on the play there.
There's a fumble on the play.
It's unclear who got it, even if he was down.
Yeah, it looks like there's a pile there at about the 45-yard
They're
line.
giving it to Shaler. Wow.
And Shaler is going to have the football.
Number 4, Morrison Pierce. Shaler takes over first.
Yeah, another turnover there by the Mustangs. Something you don't want to see for the Mustangs here with 6:44 to go in the game, you know.
And since the live stream is 30 seconds behind, I was just looking over to re-watch the play, and even then it still looked close if Franzi was down on him.
I mean, yeah, it looked like, you know, Franzi taking off, you know, didn't see the open receiver right away. And Signetti takes it up the middle, and he powers his way through, but he is going to be tackled. And now there is a flag on the play.
That could be unsportsmanlike on the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looks like unsportsmanlike. Mustangs getting a little frustrated here now with 6:35 to go in the third quarter.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Jack Tonjo, as you stated. You know, Mustangs getting a little frustrated here. Yeah, if you're the Mustangs, you know, in this situation, you know, try and keep your cool, you know, trying to make sure, you know,
Yeah, I see, Billy.
with under 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Signetti. Down at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 7 now. Looks like it's actually going to be about 2nd and 6 for the Titans. You know, for Shaler, they've relied on Luke Signetti all game long, Matt. I mean, they've been really, you know, pushing him to be that lead back.
Yeah, they've been pushing him, and, you know.
And he gets another big yardage on the play. Looks to be about 3rd and 1.
Don't stop. Like, keep going if Mustangs can't do anything about it, and so far they haven't.
Yeah, I mean, for the Mustangs, you know, trying to be able to stop the run, you know, I would imagine, you know, trying to load the box maybe at some point to try and get, you know, your impact players like Cade Thomas, like Don Byer, to try and get, you know, towards the quarterback and try and pressure him.
And even if you just show a blitz, but then have the linebackers go back in coverage just to get into that quarterback's head saying, hey, we're coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, you know, get in the quarterback's head, you know, try and, you know, make him run, you know.
Does that delay a game?
And it looks like Shaler called a timeout on the play there. With the play clock winding down. And with about 5:09 left to go here in the third quarter, we would like to shout out our sponsors, Hairbro Gummy Bears. You know, you can get them at your local Giant Eagle supermarket, Sheets, wherever you find yourself these days. And it's been a tough game for the Mustangs tonight, you know. One that we're not accustomed to seeing here after these first couple weeks. You know, we thought, you know, coming in here, you know, maybe things would change. You know, the Mustangs, Shaler seemed to be about an even team coming in to this one, but that has not been the case.
Yeah, and the Mustangs have a tough opponent next week, too, so it's not like they get a week off with Norwin.
I mean, yeah, next week we start our section play with Norwin. So, you know, big-time game next week as, you know, the Mustangs are looking to get the season. And now they're going to hand off to number 8, Augie Tortorea. I'm going to mess that up. But, yeah, that handoff goes to Augie, and he gets about 2 or 3 yard gain on the play for 2nd and 8.
Augie looked to be limping off the field a little bit. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, he did limp off the field. Now they're going to put back in Signetti. Signetti has been a, you know, great running back for the Titans tonight. He's been, you know, able to use all of his skill sets to, you know, run all over the field on the Mustangs. And, you know, as we stated, you know, 78 rushing yards in the first half. That number has only gotten bigger as the second half has started. Smetanka looking back to pass, and that pass is dropped.
That was a great pass, and he was right there for the catch, but it looked like it just hit off his shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like Orga there with the, you know, drop on the plane. As you state, you know, as you stated, you know, maybe hit off his shoulder, you know, maybe, you know, a little bit of a tough read. You know, for the Mustangs, this is when you rely on your senior leadership. You know, Cade Thomas, Eric Moore. You know, you have to rely on those seniors to, you know, be able to pick you up, you know, when the going gets tough and, you know, be able to lead you as they are on defense right now. 3rd and 8 for Shaler. They're looking to pass.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Pass is incomplete.
And for this Shaler's offense, they have terrific success running the football with Signetti, but right there it also shows that they can throw it pretty deep too and accurately.
I mean, yeah, that's something we've seen from Shaler. You know, Smetanka has had a very good game at, you know, throwing the ball downfield, you know, getting to those open receivers and, you know, managing his way around the defense of the Mustangs. Gonna be 4th and 8 now. I believe a little confusion here on what Matt Morgan wants to do.
40, Shaler.
And he is going to accept the penalty to make it 3rd and 18.
No,
They're going to hand off to Signetti on the play, and he's going to turn the corner.
like I said earlier, Sonetti's super dangerous on the inside, but he's even more dangerous whenever he gets to that outside and been able to turn that corner.
Yeah, once he gets to the outside, you know, it seems, you know, the Mustangs have been able to, you know, not been able to stop him on the outside, you know, at, you know, the cornerback position, you know, the secondary, you know, tackling, you know, hasn't been great tonight for the Mustangs, but, you know, Mustangs, again, as I said, you know, now with the, you know, 4th and 7, gonna have to rely on that senior leadership to, you know, step up. Defense make a big play here. Asmatanka awaits the snap. He takes it. He's going to hand off to Signetti, who runs up the middle, bounces off tacklers, and he goes into the end zone. We have Mustangs down on the field.
Touchdown, Shaler.
That is going to be a touchdown for the Shaler Titans.
Oh, and that looked like Nelson was down for.
Yeah, and as we stated earlier coming in, Nelson looked a bit hampered coming into the game, and, you know, that's tough for the Mustangs, especially he's been, you know, one of their main guys in motion, you know, being able to, you know, had an injury during the preseason and now trying to, you know, gut it out there for the Mustangs here. As Douglas attempts the extra point.
And that hit the upright.
And that one is no good.
You don't see that often.
No, you don't, you know, hit the upright. It's been a lot of different extra point attempts, you know, tonight, and now the Mustangs are going to have to regroup and try and get, you know, some momentum going on offense. And if you're the Mustangs here, you have to rely on Eric Moore, maybe even Sean Franzi. Open up the passing game a little bit, you know, see what Franzi can do at the quarterback position and try to get him going a bit. And they are going to put Nelson back out there to receive the kickoff. A little surprised as he was down on the last play, going out there to receive the kickoff.
And especially with Norwin coming up, and if I'm not mistaken, Gateway after that?
Yeah, we have Norwin next week, and then we will be on the road at Gateway.
You're definitely going to want Nelson for that play, for those games.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. You know, next week against Norwin, our first conference opponent. And then we have, we're going on the road to Gateway, so a couple tough opponents coming up, so. Looks like they're going to re-kick. Shaler was offsides. Surprised that they're going to have them re-kick here. But they are going to re-kick here with 3:09 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs trying to look for anything to gain some momentum here. Douglas with the kick. And it is going to be Nelson returning it.
Nelson finds a lane and gets out.
Nelson goes down at about the 49-yard line. They will be in Shaler territory here to start the drive. They will be at the 50-yard line, my apologies.
And I'm interested what the Mustangs will call here, because Franzi's been under pressure all game, and the Shaler's defensive line been able to stuff the run up pretty well.
Yeah, I wonder what the play call is going to be here from Matt Morgan, you know, trying to, you know, maybe get his receivers some passes here.
Don Byard is in the backfield.
Yeah, they put Don Byer in the backfield. They're gonna put Franzi in motion as he's looking. He's gonna just dump it off.
And they're saying it's a catch. It's a 5-yard gain.
Catch there. Number 4, Caden Thomas. Nice 5-yard catch there by Thomas, you know. Get some momentum on their side.
And I think those short little gains for, you know, 3, 4, 5 yards is going to be huge on this drive just to get some momentum going to be able to get down the field.
I mean, yeah, and, you know, during the start of the game, Eric Moore had that touchdown to start, but, you know, ever since, you know, Shaler's been able to shut him down. They are going to hand off to Eric Moore. As he is wrapped up. He's brought down by number 5, Nathan Razzo. And we've seen, you know, these junior, senior leaders on the Shaler Titans start to, you know, take over on the defensive side of the ball. They had a perfect execution on defense tonight. The clock is rolling with under 1:35 to play here in the third quarter. Franzi awaits the snap. He takes it, rolls out to the left. He's looking to run for the first down, and
Well, and I think he got it.
he might have got it. Yeah, he met there by Carson Pierce.
That was like right on the line.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is here. See if they'll mark him short or a little bit.
They're gonna give it to him.
And they are going to give Franzi the first down on that play. Now we have 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Mustangs struggling a bit tonight here. They're going to put Nelson in motion. They're going to hand off to Nelson, who's going to be stuffed at the line. Looks like the Mustangs, you know, a lot of plays there, but trying to, you know, get some creativity not working. I think, you know, trying to stick to that bread and butter. Eric Moore, Nick Odom, you know, try and get them going up the middle again, because, you know, passing game maybe not working to the Mustangs, you know, liking. So trying to get those running backs and receivers in motion may be the way to go. They're going to hand off to Eric Moore, who takes it to the outside.
Finds a lane.
Eric Moore finds the lane. And number 88, Jordan Winters there with the tackle. Good run, though, by Eric Moore to get to the outside, you know, get that first down and move the chains.
And Nelson's been playing excellent with that shoulder being iffy before this game.
I mean, yeah, it looks like he has a shoulder brace on, as that will be the end of the third quarter here at Mustang Stadium with your Plum Mustangs 7, Shaler Titans 40. You know, it's been a tough game so far, but again, as we stated, we'll be home again next week to the Norwin Knights come to town.
And I think it would be huge, not just for maybe pride or something, for the Mustangs to be able to get down the field, put some points on the board, and, you know, just something to carry into next week.
I mean, yeah, just, you know, get some momentum going into next week. You know, hasn't been your night so far tonight, but, you know, trying to get any momentum you can. Now we have Nick Morrow joining us. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Oh, good, Justina. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Enjoying a nice football game.
Yep.
Good weather.
Never complained about the weather, you know. Great weather here except for the humidity. You know, everything else, you know, great weather.
Sweating in this press box, let me tell you.
Yep. The Mustangs take over on their 29-yard line. Sean Franzi awaits the snap. He takes the snap and he's looking to pass downfield. Throws over the middle.
Intercepted.
Pass
Shaler by number 3. Joe DeSabato.
Yeah, Joe DeSabato there with the timely interception, and hasn't been Franzi's night so far tonight. You know, that's another interception. You know, they had the fumbles
A lot
to
of
start the
fumbles and
second half.
interceptions, absolutely, yeah.
Mustangs, you know, fans not going to be happy. All the turnovers that they've seen tonight, something they did not see in their first game.
Or their second. Their second, they did pretty good.
Yeah, second game also, you know, taking care of turnovers, making sure, you know, they kept the game where they wanted. Tonight hasn't been the case.
No.
High snap there, and Signetti takes it to the outside. He's going to be
pushed out.
Yeah, wrapped out of bounds at a 1 yard gain.
I believe it was pushed out by Eric Moore over there.
Yeah, Eric Moore force on offense and on defense.
Yeah.
We will have a running clock in the fourth quarter.
Checking down 8.
Second and 8 now for the Titans. He'll run up the middle. And Smetanka looks to get the first down on the play. It will be short though on the play. Now 3rd and 2. We are now under 10:40 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Shaler 3rd down 2 years ago.
Yep, 3rd and 2.
Let's see if
And
they can pull this out.
Smetanka is going to take the handoff.
That looks like a first down to me.
Yeah, looks like he did get the first down on the play, and he did. Smetanka takes the handoff for the first down. That'll be a first down at Plum's 19-yard line.
3-yard gain there by Shaler. Just that little extra push got them over.
Yep, little extra push got them over the hump, and now we're looking at 1st and 10 here from the Shaler Titans 19-yard line. Signetti takes the handoff, and Signetti is gonna take it. Looks to be, and yes, it will, all the way.
That is a touchdown.
And that is a touchdown.
Bringing the score 46-7 for Shaler.
Yeah, that's a big-time run by Luke Signetti, and we've seen that all night.
Great play there. That was incredible.
Mustangs players not going to be happy with that. You know, that's another big-time run for Signetti. More than likely puts him over 200 yards for the night. That's his 2nd touchdown. Oh, my mistake, 3rd touchdown of the game. He's been all over the field for Shaler.
Mustang defense is struggling a bit tonight. Let's hope they can pull it together.
Yeah.
And it's good.
The extra point is good, and that makes the score 47-7. Yep, 47-7. Shaler up. And if you're the Mustangs here, down 40 points, you know, trying to get any momentum you can here to start the, you know, get going here in the fourth quarter. Now we have Mr. Brott joining the headset.
Hey guys, I just saw number 7, Owen Proskin, warming up, so I believe Owen will be coming in here, and that might be all we see for Sean Francie with a 40-point lead here by the Titans. And also, I don't know if you mentioned, you know, when there's a team up by 35 points, this will start the mercy rule. So this quarter will go by rather quickly. The clock will not stop on incomplete passes. The only time it will stop will be on injuries and a change of possession. So
yeah, so I did mention that. You know, we will have a running clock here in the fourth quarter.
And the Titans have just, since the first quarter, Justino, the Titans have just dominated. So kind of excited here to see what the Mustangs do here with Owen Proskin, freshman. Should be coming in.
Yeah, it looks like he will be coming in.
It'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs do, if they keep in some of the seniors or it will be the younger group that plays. But Coach Morgan now going with backup Owen Proskin, number 7. And yeah, I think it's, I don't see Eric Moore out there. I don't see Cade Thomas. So a lot of the young guys.
Yeah, it looks like Mustangs going with their young players to try and get going here in the 4th quarter. Proskin takes the snap. Be a false start, I believe.
Yes, I believe it. You're correct, Justina. It's a false start against the Mustangs. So that should push back the Mustangs 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, 1st and 15 now for the Mustangs. Now the Mustangs backed up to the 35-yard line.
So is the flag being picked up?
I'm not sure why the flag is picked up. If
Yeah.
you're calling the flag.
I've never seen that happen before. I don't. Why would you?
Unless Shaler called a timeout before.
Yeah, but the penalties against the Mustangs. But you're right. Shaler could have called timeout, but I don't.
I'm not sure why you would take the timeout over the penalty. And, you know, as I stated, Luke Signetti more than likely over 200 yards now on the game for Shaler. 3 touchdowns. He has been huge for Shaler, both on offense, and defense.
He's been rock solid. He had 78 yards at halftime. So, I mean, he's obviously well over 100, 150.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll ask Mr. Gestrich for some stats there.
The handoff will go to Keontae Finley there.
Finley on the carry, brought down by number 4. Pierce.
Yeah, Finley dropped by number 4 on Shaler, Carson Pierce.
Yeah, as we are under 8:30 to play, running clock again.
Mustangs 2-9.
Yeah, Mustangs putting in their young players here. Owen Proskin awaits the snap. He's going to hand off to Keontae. No, Owen Proskin's going to keep it.
He snuck by.
And he's going to keep going. He's going to get out at about the Shaler 39-yard line. We just got the stat here. Luke Signetti, 273 rushing yards on the game. He has been rock solid all game long.
Absolute menace on the field. It's incredible.
Yeah, he has been great. He's been great tonight. That's a great play there by Owen Proskin, though, to get the first down for the Mustangs and get them into onto the Shaler side of the 50. Shaler calls another timeout. Been a tough game for the Mustangs so far tonight. Shaler and Plum look to be putting in their, at least Plum putting in their JV team here. We're going to continue to see Owen Proskin at quarterback. Great run by Owen to get down to the 39-yard line. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Proskin's pass to Noah Odom, incomplete.
Owen Proskin, a left-handed quarterback. Don't see too many left-handed quarterbacks
No, not
in
at
high
all.
school football now, and not a bad throw there by Owen to try and get some, momentum going.
Great throw. Great throw.
Proskin hands off to Keontae Finley. He takes it to the outside. Runs over a Shaler defender to get a first down.
Brought down by number 32. Gabe Simic.
Yeah. Keontae Finley brought down by Gabe Simic, number 32 on the Titans.
Yeah, Shaler keeping out their seniors to play some defense, and, you know, Shaler, it's been a big-time game for them. You know, Plum down by a lot here in the fourth quarter, trying to get any momentum they can to try and put some positive energy together for the next game.
Trying to take that leap forward.
Yep. He hands off to Keontae. Gets to the 21-yard line.
Brought down by number 14, Connor Lund.
Second down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, second down for the Mustangs. Good run there on first down.
Only 5 yards to go on the 22.
So we now have number 23, Cy Tompkins, freshman running back.
Let's see what he can do. I want to see what these freshmen can do with themselves.
And Owen Proskin takes the handoff himself. He goes down to about the 3-yard line, 2 or 3 yard line there. First and goal for the Mustangs.
Simic, not before he keeps up another Mustang. First down, first and goal Mustangs.
Now first and goal for the Mustangs with under 5:30 to play in the fourth quarter.
Only 4 more yards to go.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. Proskin takes the handoff. Hands off up the middle to Keontae Finley. He's going to be stopped at about the 1-yard line.
Keontae Finley just pushing through that defense like a train.
Yeah, trying to push through the defense to try and get into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown.
He's right there. He's on that. He's on the verge of that touchdown. He needs to push a little bit more.
I agree. Now they are going to hand off to Keontae again.
I don't think that one's good.
And they're going to hold him at the 1-yard line. Make it 3rd and inches. Now 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Owen Proskin under center. He's going to take it in himself, but play is stopped. There is a flag on the play. False start on the Mustangs.
5-yard penalty for them.
Yep.
Push it back a little bit more.
Pushed it back to the 6-yard line.
Let's hope that this bit of pushback might give them just enough momentum to push through.
Yeah, I agree. You know, get some more momentum to try and, you know, push through.
Because when you're on that 1-yard line, you just got to push it further. This one, I feel like you can just it's a bit easier.
Proskin takes the snap. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to be stopped.
Let's see what the Mustangs might do.
4th and goal.
I'm fairly confident they are going to try to push.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, try to get that touchdown. Fourth and goal from the 4-yard line.
I'll be right back.
Proskin awaits the snap. He takes it, handoff to Keontae Finley.
And that's a touchdown by Keontae Finley.
And he is into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. That'll make the score Mustangs 13, Shaler Titans 47.
Under 3 minutes left on the clock.
Yep, running clock, under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Boleno on for the extra point. He kicks it, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Making the score now, Shaler Titans 47, Plum Mustangs 14.
Yeah, that'll put some, you know, Good touchdown to end the game there. It does look like Nick Odom injured on the sidelines. A lot of Mustangs banged up.
Yeah, Shaler's been very aggressive this game, which it's a good thing, but also very negative.
Yeah.
We don't want our boys hurt, but you can't just let them run through and get touchdowns on you.
Yeah, the Mustangs banged up a little tonight.
Absolutely. Let's hope they can recover for the next game.
Yeah, Shaler came ready to play on defense and again knew the assignment. .251 to play in the fourth quarter. Bueno ready to kick off. And again, that's a big time touchdown, you know, for, you know, a lot of the Mustangs that don't normally get a lot of varsity playing time to, you know, get some momentum and start, you know, getting some experience.
Yeah, you got to play them so they can. Because when these guys, these seniors graduate this year, they're going to need that new generation of freshmen and sophomores to take over for them.
Yep. Sabato stopped on the return.
So far, I think our freshmen are showing real potential here.
Yeah, Mustangs will be putting in backups here now with the score being 47-14. Try and get some experience for the younger guys on defense. Now number 20
by Shaler, but recovered.
And it is recovered there. Number 21, Aaron Aversera.
Aversera got lucky that the Mustangs defense didn't rush through and break the line.
Yeah, that was a you know lucky play there for Shaler. You know.
Absolutely.
We are now under 2 minutes to go here in the game.
Shaler, second down, 19 yards to go.
And that pass is mishandled. It's a fumble.
I think recovered by Plum.
And it is going to be Plum Mustangs football here with 1:32 to go in the game. Some nice momentum, you know, carrying into the next game, you know, making some good plays on defense to get the ball back in your offense's hands.
Josh Curry recovers the fumble. Mustangs take over.
Fumble recovered there by Josh Curry.
At the Shaler 17.
Yeah, big time fumble recovery there. Mustangs take over on offense. Broskin looking back to throw.
Oh, and he dodges. Sack. But he's pushed out by number 40, Ryan Peterson.
Yeah, that's a good play there by Owen Broskin, getting to the outside, getting those extra yards.
Absolutely.
Gain of 1, second down, 9.
Second and 9 now for the Mustangs as we are now under 40 seconds to go in the game. Next week we will again be home against Norwin.
If we ever do that thing in the playoffs and they make it,
I'm pretty sure a flag was called on play.
Yeah, flag called on the play there.
Illegal substitution on
Shaler.
Yeah, penalty will be on Shaler.
5-yard penalty.
It'll be second down now and 4 for the Mustangs. Looks to be the last play of the game. Broskin takes the snap. Hands it off.
Pretty sure that play was stopped.
Play was stopped.
I believe by number 6. I'm not sure, probably
And that'll be
66.
And that'll be the end of the game for the Mustangs. Tough defeat for the Mustangs here tonight. Final score, Mustangs 14, Shaler Titans 47.
Great game by the Mustangs.
Anything to add, Mr. Brott?
This is a toughie. I mean, no one saw this coming. It was nice to see some of the young players play, get a look at Owen Proskin at QB. The Mustangs are going to be upset, but I'm happy for the Shaler Titans. They've been beaten down traditionally, so good win for the Titans as they move to 2-1. Big comeback win, like you said earlier on, Justino, last week against the Hampton Talbots. So the Mustangs go back to the drawing board. They got the Knights here next week. That'll be an interesting game. Should be a fun game. And then the big one at Gateway. So this is a non-section game. So Plum doesn't lose anything in the standings. And we'll see what happens with the Knights next week. So you guys have anything to add?
Nothing from me.
Yep, good game by both teams, and Shaler came out on top.
Yes, so the final score once again is the Shaler Titans 47, the Plum Mustangs 14. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.